What's up, everyone? Phil Sankel here. I've been a professional photographer for more than 10 years. I just want to show you guys some really quick tips and tricks how to take a photo that has way too much highlights and way too much white in the photo and actually pull that back. A lot of people say you can't do that, but you actually really easily can. You don't need to open up Photoshop. You can literally just open up Adobe Camera Raw and do the work in there. So I'm just gonna show you really quick. It takes less than 3 minutes to do this. So here we go. All right, guys, so what I'm gonna do here is take this photo. You can see it's really blown out. It has a lot of white. You can't even see any background. And it's a little hard to work with color doing this. So a lot of the times what I'll do is I'll convert to monochrome or black and white to see if we can do it that way. So this is what the product looks like beforehand, and this is what it looks like once we've done a little work to it. So you can see huge difference. A lot more detail is showing up and it looks a lot better. So what we'll do is we'll come in here. I'll show you guys everything that I do with this photo so you can follow along. Now the first thing I always do is I use this new bar over here called Dehaze. I love the dehazing tool. It works really well with bringing out detail in really any image, but especially in clouds. So let's go here and let's move it over to about 19. Not much of a difference yet, but a little bit more detail in the face. So let's move back our highlights just a tiny bit here too. So now I'm about a -52, again, very little. But the real secret here is pulling back our exposure and just working with it until it starts to look a little bit better. We get a little bit more detail, a little bit less highlight. Okay, now you can see my kid's face is much better. And you know, typically when it is a color image, and I do want to keep the color image, what I'll do here is instead of adding clarity, is I'll actually decrease the clarity. You can see that even like helps it a little bit, but what we want to do here is because it's an image like this and the highlights look way too whacked out in color, let's go up and let's change that to monochrome. So up at the top here with all the settings, we have black and white. So we change it to black and white. Now, because we've taken back the clarity and made it a little less clear, what we actually want to do now that it's a monochrome image is actually go from a negative clarity to a positive on the other spectrum of that. And there's our finished image. Much better. So again, guys, going from basically this to this in a matter of literal minutes. You know, you can do this too. It's really easy. Again, you don't need Photoshop. Just open up Camera Raw and check that out. Follow me on Instagram, just Phil, P-H-I-L, Sunkel, S-U-N-K-E-L on Instagram. And you can always email me at photo, P-H-O-T-O, P-H-I-L, photophil101 @gmail.com with any questions you have. And keep following for more cool videos like this.